All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
Welcome back to Off the Bench. Hour number 3. Football Friday.
You're doing it.
You're doing this thing.
Yeah.
Some said it couldn't be done. Some said there's no chance. Some people doubted us.
It's like getting your first start.
It's like getting our first start. That's
Yeah.
right. And almost winning.
I think you're winning, dude. I think you got this.
Some people said, I don't know. I don't know if these guys can even wake up early enough to show up consistently. Well, did that. Check. So far, at least.
Grown-ups.
We're doing grown-up stuff right now. I got a grown-up back injury from moving Christmas trees out of the attic. And some people, they keep telling me it's because you're 40. No, it's not. I don't believe that. There's young people all over the place that hurt their backs. It's not just because I'm 40.
No, it just happens. You didn't stretch.
I didn't stretch good enough. It was a heavy-ass Christmas tree. And it was in a kind of a weird spot. I was having to,
So you're big,
crank it.
You're a big fake Christmas tree guy?
So for a long time, I was a purist. Even when we had a house in Seattle when I was playing for the Seahawks, that was actually on this little hill, and right behind our house, at the top of the hill, was a nursery, and they actually grew their own Christmas trees. That might have, and it was such a nostalgic thing. It was great. We loved it. We loved going there, getting the saw, cutting it down ourselves, doing that whole deal, packing it up. I think my relationship with the real trees began to sour that year, though.
Yeah.
Because when we did, we put the Christmas tree up, and it came from a farm, came from the outdoors, straight from there, chopped it down, put it there ourselves with my mitts, right? My hands, my man stuff. I cut this tree down. We were decorating it. I feel like Clark Griswold, but with the right size tree.
Yeah.
But a couple days later, we started noticing that the tree was infested with big black spiders. And they were in our home.
That's tough.
They had invaded our home. And these weren't just small, like little guys. I don't know what type. Well, some Northwest spiders. They were harmless. They weren't poisonous, but we had spiders in our house everywhere. And it was brutal. So that kind of started souring our relationship a little bit. And we were also, Lacey and I were up there, and we were being adults really for the first time. We had a house. When you're an adult, you have to do things. Buy washer and dryers. We bought our first vacuum. Who knew? We went to a vacuum store. We got sold on this vacuum. They're like, oh, look at this vacuum. The thing about this vacuum is you'll never have to buy another one. And that's the salesman's pitch right there. You'll never have to buy another one. It's a lie. You're always going to buy another one. So we got this brand new vacuum, spent too much money on it, whatever. But you know what? We'll never have to buy one again. That's what it is. So it's a deal. Turns out you can't vacuum up Christmas needles. So when you move the Christmas tree out,
They didn't tell you that.
It clogged up the whole thing. Vacuum, dead. Now, we had to send it to get it. We took it in. It got refurbished. They had to fix it a lot, but it was never the same.
Yeah.
Guess what? Do you think I still have that vacuum?
No.
No.
You didn't
buy another
You
one.
didn't take it with you from Seattle.
I think I've actually bought 2 to 3 more vacuums since then.
I think we buy a vacuum about every year and a half.
It was
goes wrong.
BS. That salesman, you got me. Hand in the air. I got. But that started souring the relationship a little bit. And then I think with respect to all the tree farmers out there. I don't want to take your business away. I don't want to hurt your business. I hope you sell 1 billion Christmas trees. But for the Flynn family, the quality of these fake trees have gotten so good. The lights are already built in. You don't have to string them anymore. They are built in. They can change colors. They can flash. They can dance. They can do all these different things.
It's good stuff.
So just, I choose the ease.
See, I still buy the real tree. And I'm not sure if it's anything other than, if I had a fake tree, my wife would already have it up.
Yeah, that's true.
She would put it up November 1st, and then, right after Halloween, it is all full-blown Christmas. And to me, you are skipping Thanksgiving. You're skipping the fall.
Yep.
I like to enjoy November. So for me, if we get a real tree, you can't get them too early. So you got to wait.
That's true. So you force the. You force the weight. Yeah.
You force the weight.
Anything that is
so now
good is worth the wait. Is that a saying? I feel like
it works.
It works. We get it.
You could have said it better, but
T-Pal in the chat said Flynn bought a vacuum that sucked. Pretty good.
That's what they're supposed to do.
That's exactly what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. Oh man.
So then we'll buy some. We'll go get some like real garland.
Yeah.
And put it around. But still, once it dries up, because you can't with the Christmas tree, with the real Christmas tree, you're supposed to put water at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Keep it watered. That's what you do with plants because they like water.
They need it.
They need it. But with the garland, you can't really keep it watered. So the garland dries up, in my opinion, really fast, and the needles get brown and they fall off.
We got fake garland, real trees.
Okay, so we're fake everything now.
Yeah.
Then we got multiple trees. Now, at this point, we've accumulated. So, like, every now and then, my girls, they wanted a flocked Christmas tree this year. They wanted the snow on it. So we got one of those. So, yeah, lots of Christmas. Christmas is going down at the Flynn house right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot of Thanksgiving.
No.
I mean, you kind of can reuse some pumpkins and some things.
It's just, I don't like, one of my favorite, and I love Christmas time. It's hunting season. It's cold. It's cooler, not cold, but I enjoy this time of year. But, like, my favorite time is, like, right after New Year's when we put all the Christmas stuff up and, like, the house is decluttered. Like, it feels like the house gains an extra, 500 square feet when we're done with Christmas.
I hear what you're saying. Like, I don't think I agree with that.
I'm not a big clutter guy. I can't stand a lot of things in a room.
I get it. I just, like, when Christmas decorations go down, it does make me a little sad. Because, like, if you have a Christmas tree on, it, like, just provides you get used to the lighting that it's providing.
Yeah.
The living room's a little bit, has a different nice glow to it.
I enjoy it for a month and a half.
Yeah.
But after
you're ready for it.
I'm like, man, I'm ready to have my rooms looking the way I like it.
How about you outdoor? Do you string your own lights? Do you put up lights?
Yeah.
Are you a Scrooge? Like, what do we do with the outside?
So I'm lower level roof. I'm not going up top.
Yeah.
I've
lower
learned
level roof. Okay.
With my knees, I tried to get up on the roof, and like my knees start to buckle, and I get really uncomfortable.
Yeah, Richard, you should not do that.
No. So like I was scared getting down. So now it's just lower level roof. I got one of those guns that you can put the clip on. You hook the lights to, and I don't even get on the ladder. I can sit there, and it's like a 4-foot pole, and I can pull the trigger, and it releases the clip.
Wait, it's just a clip that the lights go on, or
so you got
clipping the light on there?
You got the clip that goes to your roof that holds the light, and there's a gun that comes with it where you can put the clip in the gun. So that way you got the lights in, clip, and you can put it all the way up.
Yeah, so you don't even need a ladder.
No, you just pull the trigger, and it shoots the clip onto where you want it.
And then how do you get the light on it?
You put the light on before you put the light on the clip on the gun. Holding the lights. You just click, go down, click. It's a game changer. Someone showed me that about 3 years ago, and I got rid of the...
when you said gun, first I thought of the
Grinch?
The Grinch. Jim Carrey.
Yeah, if someone has that one, I would buy it. That'd be pretty cool.
But it sounds like we're getting pretty close to that technology based on what you just told me.
Yeah, it's a stick that basically... Remember the old claw that you used to pick up stuff when you were a kid, like the little shark head, and you had the little trigger? Same concept, except it holds a clip, and it releases
with the light.
Yeah.
What a world we live in. What a time to be alive.
I mean, it does... Every time I do it, and I spend all day Sunday putting all the lights up, and then we get excited. We go out there when it's dark, and we turn them on, and I'm like, that looks like crap.
Yeah.
I'm never impressed with the lights, and I see the people who pay for it, and I'm like, I can't spend $3,800 on Christmas lights.
I think you can get a lot more efficient than that. You can tighten that budget up.
Yeah.
But it is. It's... There's a convenience factor involved, but like if you're talking about this Christmas light gun technology, this is a game changer.
Yeah, you got to go buy them now, because if you wait till December, every Home Depot, Lowe's, they all sold out of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm starting to learn this now. I don't feel like it used to be like this. I tried to go buy one of those giant skeletons for Halloween, like that's coming out of the ground. That looks like I think they were getting them at Costco or whatever. I tried to do that like October 1. And I told my wife, I was like, hey, let's go to Costco this week. Let's go get one of those big. And she just laughed at me. She's like, ha, that's funny. That's cute that you think you can get Halloween decorations 31 days before Halloween.
It's like trying to get candy the night of.
Yeah, I know.
My wife said, hey, can you pick up some candy on the way home? Like, where? It's gone.
Yeah, good luck with that. So anyway, it's intriguing. So real Christmas trees, have you ever done the cut your own Christmas tree? Like when you're in Detroit or anything?
In Detroit, we had like one of them 2-foot fake ones. It was me and Will Heller.
Yeah, okay.
And we weren't going to decorate too much. I think I spent in Detroit, we played on Christmas Day against Miami.
Okay.
And so we were down in Miami for Christmas, came back, and my mom came up there because she still wanted to have Christmas presents.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was, we didn't.
Yeah, there was one year, I think it was probably that same year, we played Thanksgiving Day, probably against Detroit, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. So it was like every single holiday we're playing on that day.
Well, you had some good games against Detroit. It was always fun, sitting on the sideline trying to be happy for you, but can't show that I'm happy for you.
Cheering inside. Yeah, come on.
My dad tells the story, and it's still his favorite story in the world. When he came up there when we were playing
in Detroit.
Yeah, in Detroit.
Yeah.
And me and my dad go pick up you and Aaron and what was it?
Was it Graham Harrell?
Yeah.
It was me, Graham, and Aaron, the quarterback Graham. Yeah.
And Aaron's trying to hide with his beanie covering up, and they're like, "Take your hat off, sir." And so he's like, "Oh, well, whatever." We get back over there, and then nicest steakhouse that we could find. We're over there hanging out. And Aaron gets a bowl of spaghetti and meatballs. So we're sitting there.
Carb load.
And then the check comes out, and my dad's like, "I got it." And Aaron's like, No, I got it. And he said, "No, I got it." So he did that just so he can tell people, like, I bought Aaron Rodgers and Matt Flynn dinner one night.
I big dogged him.
I big dogged him. I bought him. But his favorite part of the story is like, but I got kind of lucky because they had to play the next day, so they weren't drinking.
If they were drinking.
I'd have probably made them pay.
Yeah, I would have definitely made them pay. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, we were staying so far out. That trip, I don't know, we were either staying by
y'all
the
almost
airport.
got stuck there, remember? Because that's when y'all were going to Minnesota and the snow, the dome collapsed from all the snow on the roof.
That's right.
And so y'all were trying to figure out planes, and then it got dangerous because now that we're thinking about, well,
yeah,
where are we going to? Y'all want to go out tonight? I mean,
y'all want to go out tonight?
Y'all going to be in town? We might as well go do something.
That was when the dome fell down. They played at the University of Minnesota's field for the remainder of the season, and we lucked out because we didn't end up playing there.
Maybe we were supposed to play there next. I know one of us was supposed to play there next.
I can't remember if we had played them at the dome earlier in the year. I just can't remember how all that worked out. But I remember watching those like late December games when the Vikings were playing in Minnesota, and it looked so brutal.
I love the history of the Packers. There's nothing I hate more than a cold football game.
Okay. Oh, that's a great question. So Jake and I talked about this yesterday, and we disagreed on it. In your opinion, in Richard the Dick Dixon opinion, what is football weather?
How it is right now, like 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Yeah, 60s is good. Growing up in the South, we always felt like we beat teams early, especially when we played somebody up north because we had such brutal summers. But by the time you got into, late October, November, when it started, when you could go out there and wear like long sleeves at practice, and it just was cool. It was perfect football weather.
Yeah. Okay. I think cold weather, and not like there's a limit.
Because of Green Bay, I remember when you first got there, how much you complained about putting Vaseline in your nostrils to keep them from freezing.
Yeah, because you had to keep the boogers from freezing, so you had to put Vaseline in your nostrils. Now, okay, there's a limitation to that, but in my opinion, football weather's like in the 30s, if I had to guess, and I would say you could dip in the 20s a little bit, but 30s, lower 40s, that's probably to me prime football because. Cold weather football is usually football that matters. Like every week matters, every game matters, and so
everything hurts more.
Like the biggest games are used, like even in high school. Like if you got to the state championship, your playoff games, you had never played. You were from the South. I was from Texas. Like you were in hot every single day. But so cold weather to me signified the biggest games, and it does. You got the playoff games, you have bowl games, you have all these different things. It's always at the end of the season where everything's coming together. You're playing for the most. There's the most on the line.
High school, it didn't bother me because it didn't come off the field. So you never got cold. Once the coldest part was warm-ups, and then once I played offense, defense, special teams, didn't come off the field, so I never got cold.
Right.
When I got to college and you weren't playing both ways, and then you'd have an offensive series, and then if they had a long offensive drive and you had to go sit on the bench in the cold, waiting to go back out there,
right?
We didn't. It's not like in the NFL. We didn't all have.
You didn't have the heated
benches.
benches?
No, we didn't have heated benches. We didn't have the big heaters. We didn't have the jackets. I mean, we just sat there and froze our butts off. And then there was a few heaters, and it was always the guys that weren't playing that would sit there, and the coach would be like, "Y'all get out of there. Let them have it for a little bit."
Oh no, that's wild. It's we've certainly been in some cold situations. But yeah, I think but Jake was saying hot, humid, 100+ degrees is football weather.
It made you feel like a man. Like going out there and like
a sweaty man.
I was thinking about how, our practices back then, and I'm trying to remember if it was 07, 06. What was the one when the coaches got in a fight, like arguing, and we ended up running like 30-something?
That was before 06, I believe.
That was before 06?
It could 05. No, it was 06 because it was not Miles' first year.
Yeah.
So it was 06.
Well, yeah, I know because I was there. I wasn't there. I was Miles' second year.
Right. Yeah, it was 06. Because Jimbo wasn't here in 07.
That's right. So it was 06. I mean, that was the one, like, I remember when you hear stories of, like, bad things happening and kids getting overheated, like, that was probably the scariest time in football. When I just remember, like, bodies getting drug off the field, and they didn't care. They're like, no, y'all are still running. And they're just dragging them off the field.
Move the drill.
And they just kept going. And then, everybody's dying, trying to keep up. And I remember getting to the practice being over, and there was no more IVs available. Like they were running. People were sitting on the floor. They were over tables. There were people dragging guys into the shower just to freaking get them cooled down.
Yeah, football's a wild time sometimes at practice because, like, the drill, football's bigger than one individual person, right? So things have to go. You can't just, like, unless something crazy like a DeMar Hamlin thing happens, like then things stop. But, like, if just injuries, I remember, there's a guy broke his ankle in practice one time at LSU, and, like, literally the side of his foot is touching his calf.
Move up
just
20
move
yards.
the drill 15 yards, and so they can deal with it.
It's like we don't care.
I can't. Good luck, bud. Good luck with that ankle.
Yeah.
But yeah,
especially when it's your bud. You're like, I want to go check. I'm like, go.
Yeah.
We're not practicing stopping.
All right, well, just football, whole war stories here. Sorry about that. If you don't like taking a trip down memory lane, this might not be the hour for you, but we're going to keep it going here. We're going to go to break. And when we come back, I'm going to get Richard, Taylor, Alondra. Let's start, let's get into what's the ticket. Well, we'll go around the country. Top 25 games. Doesn't have to be a top 25 matchup, but a top 25 team. We will start guessing and looking at who the most expensive ticket in the country is and the least expensive ticket right here when we come back on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. It's a website for Central Plumbing. The Payne family, who Richard knows really well, the Payne family has been doing it. They've been the experts in plumbing in the Great and Baton Rouge area for a long, long time.
It's fam.
That's fam for you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fam. The Payne family.
Wife's fam.
That's right. So whether it's commercial, whether it's residential, whatever it is, whatever your need is in the plumbing game, if you're doing, if you're building a new house, if you're building a new factory, if you're just redoing a powder room, whatever the project is, make sure you give them a call. Make sure you have them come out to your place, whether it's your house, whether it's your place of business. Make sure you have them come out and just look at the job. Let them tell you. Let them let them give you their expert opinion on what needs to happen, how to get the job done the best, how to get a job done fast, efficiently, and the best quality work, which they can do. They do it every single day. They've been doing it a long time. So give them a call. Centralplumbing.org. Go see them right now. Look at everything, whether it's bathroom remodel, whether it's a tankless water heater, never run out of hot water again. Are you kidding me? Whether it's at night and the kids got to take a shower, you got to do the dishes, you got to go to take a bath, everything. You'll never run out of hot water. Go call them. Go see them. Centralplumbing.org.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back here on Off the Bench. Let's see, it's 9:21 here on the Football Friday, if you're just joining in. That is right. That is not Jacob Hester's voice that you hear. He is out dealing with a little tum issue.
You knew it was coming. The whole house had it.
The whole house, yeah, it spreads like wildfire. That same thing happens in our house when somebody gets it. It usually takes a couple of weeks to get through everybody.
I feel like I'm the last one usually. I'm always the last one.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like I am too.
But I'm also out of the house the most.
Yeah.
So, it finally catches up with you.
Yeah. So when the kids start getting sick, you're like, Lacey and I, we're whistling by the graveyard at that point. We know it's coming.
Waiting.
Just waiting.
And I feel bad for my wife. Once she gets sick, I'm like, no, I got to go do all this stuff with the kids.
Oh, no. Sorry, I can't help you. Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to tell you a little bit about LSU snacks. Richard, hand me that little bag right there.
Are they good?
LSU snacks. Oh, heck yeah, are they good? Are you kidding me? Look at this. Got the LSU, got the Eye of the Tiger on there. LSU snacks. We got the Win bar. Pretty clever, right? Win bar. Then we got the Win cookies, like right here. Then you got the Win bites. So every bite supports LSU by purchasing, enjoying, and sharing Win, which is these Win bars, Win snacks. You're contributing support for both the University of Louisiana as well as our incredible LSU student athletes. So whether you're snacking at work, whether you're on a road trip, or just need a little pick-me-up, LSU Win snacks are the perfect choice. So we appreciate your support, and come to Rouse's and get them. They're like you can get these. I think I walked by earlier. They're right by the cash registers too. So like, if you want to support athletes, you want to support LSU, go pick up some snacks.
I'm gonna go buy them by the case.
A little cookie, a little Win bar. How about a little clever name for you?
Yeah, we just buy them by the case, give them out to customers.
It's not like a snack bar. Yeah, exactly.
That's a good idea. I'm about to go expense that right now.
Yeah, especially if you got some people you work with that might like Arkansas. Here's a Win bar, bud.
Yeah, I don't work with any Arkansas fans. Like I said, I got the family Arkansas fans, but they all are big LSU fans. Is what's funny. They're big Arkansas fans, and the only game they cheer against LSU is when Arkansas is playing LSU. Every other game, they're wearing LSU gear.
Yeah, well, just not this week.
Yeah.
I think Helms is coming in.
I heard, he's coming in Friday.
I believe so. I
probably won't see him.
Yeah, his whole wife and his family. Of course, they're all Arkansas folks. Except for the Helmses.
Oh, Helms wears a little maroon every once in a while.
I'm sure. I was thinking about
I see their pictures.
All the dang maroon-ish, dark red-ish teams in the SEC. I just never really thought about it until this morning. All of them.
Mississippi State, Arkansas, South Carolina, Alabama,
Texas A&M, Arkansas.
Goodness, yeah, it is a popular color for football.
Popular color.
Schools.
I don't understand. I mean, you look around at other conferences, you don't see that many.
No.
It's just in the SEC. I mean, you
Tough
got
color. Tough color.
Obviously, it's not.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's so many SEC teams.
No, I feel like it's tough guys, tough people. I mean, think about so Mississippi State's never been really good in our era, but I always felt like that was the game I felt the most beat up after.
Oh, I just broke a chair.
Snap? Goodness.
That wasn't my back. I was trying to pop my back.
You're awake, though.
I just broke a chair, people.
What about these tickets? To me, I feel like it's obvious.
What?
The ticket prices.
Oh, we're going to go through them. All right, let's do it. Let's play a little what do we call it? Guess the ticket? Guess the price?
What's the ticket?
Whatever we call it.
Price is right. Let's roll with it.
Alondra, what'd you say?
What's the ticket? What's the ticket?
What's the ticket? All right. Yeah, I'm a dummy sometimes. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the lowest ticket price in the country around the scene. So it's got to have a top 25 team in it. So we're going to go. I'm going to give you 6 games. So in your brain, you got to remember. You got to think a little bit, Richard. All right. So we're going to go with Clemson at Louisville. Okay. Minnesota at Oregon. South Florida at Navy. Arizona at Cincinnati. Utah at Baylor. Michigan at Northwestern. Okay, I'm going to read them again quicker. Clemson at Louisville. Minnesota at Oregon. South Florida at Navy. Arizona at Cincy. Utah at Baylor. Michigan at Northwestern. Rich, I'm going to give you a little time to think about it.
Okay.
Let's kick it back over to the studio. Let's go to Alondra and Tay-Tay.
I kind of feel like it has to be Northwestern because I don't feel like people really care about football up there, but I don't know.
I was in between that one and Navy, and since she went Northwestern, I'll go Navy, South Florida.
All right, Richard.
That's where I was going, Navy, South Florida.
Navy, South Florida. It's okay. This is one of those things you don't have to be different. You can choose the same because if you're right,
I was hoping Taylor was still stuck in traffic, but he made it back.
All right, so here we go. The number 6. All right, number 6 on this list, the most expensive out of those, at least out of this group. Michigan at Northwestern is actually, I kind of tricked you on that one.
Wow.
Is actually $179 for that ticket. I thought the same thing when I was looking at Alondra. I was like, Northwestern? Yeah, right, Michigan. Okay, kind of garbage. Connor Stallions. $179 for that one. All right, the 5th most expensive, or the least expensive, South Florida at Navy. So nobody, y'all got the most expensive out of this. All of y'all did. All right, the next one, the 4th, is Clemson at Louisville at $45 a piece. And then Minnesota at Oregon, $34. Get you into that game. And then Arizona at Cincinnati, $29. And the cheapest of this list this week, Utah, at Baylor, which is a little surprising because it's at Baylor, smaller stadium. Yeah. So usually when I do this game, I'm like thinking about the size of the stadium, who the opponent is coming in. And Taylor, I know what you're thinking too. But Miami's playing a home game. I didn't even put them on the list because they win every single week as the cheapest ticket. North Carolina State at Miami. Do you want to take a guess, Richard, at what it takes to get into the gates?
$5.
That's a little cheap. $7.
Okay.
In the past, it's been, I think, a $6 ticket, but $7. I guess the ticket prices are up. North Carolina State's coming into town.
Yeah.
So, $7 will get you that. But from our game, the cheapest ticket, $22 for Utah State at Baylor, which is surprising because Baylor's got a good little fan base.
The reason why I guessed $5 is when I opened up this laptop over here. I didn't get to cheat because none of the games that were on here, you said.
It was pulled up.
But it's disappointing, depressing, and sad that LSU Arkansas is a $6 ticket.
Yeah.
LSU Arkansas in Baton Rouge, $6 ticket. So when you were trying to talk bad about the other one, I was like, it's got to be cheaper than LSU. And it's not. Yeah. It's still more expensive than LSU's ticket.
I didn't even see that ticket price pop up because obviously nobody's in the top 25 in that game. Yeah. Is it really
$6 to get into the Arkansas LSU game?
Holy hell.
That's embarrassing.
To get in to Death Valley.
And I got people still asking me for free tickets. Goodness, go buy that ticket. I don't want to expense a $6 ticket.
That's a lot of receipt turning in right there. All right, let's go over to the most expensive ticket in the country this week in the top 25. All right, let's start with South Carolina at Texas A&M, Wisconsin at Indiana, Notre Dame at Pitt, Oklahoma traveling over to Bama, Florida at Ole Miss, Texas at Georgia. Again, South Carolina at A&M, Wisconsin at Indiana, Notre Dame at Pitt, Oklahoma at Bama, Florida at Ole Miss, Texas at Georgia. Richard, we're going to start with you this time.
I'm going to Notre Dame or Pitt or Georgia, Florida, or Georgia, Texas. I'm going to go Notre Dame, Pitt, because I think it's the first time game day's been there, and I think I heard like 20-something years. Might bring in a lot of a lot of extra people into the game.
Well, fanfare, huh? Yeah. All right, let's kick it back over to the studio.
I'm going to go with Texas at Georgia.
I was going to try to be different, but I can't. I'm also going to go Texas at Georgia.
All right. Very good. All right.
I'm glad I went away from that because we'd all three.
Yeah, that would have been like electric radio for sure if you would have done it, Richard. All right. Let's go the sixth on the list. So out of this group, the least expensive is Oklahoma at Bama, which is it's $41 to get in that game. $41.
Football not cool anymore?
I don't, especially with Bama. I know this is the size of the stadium, but I mean, that's a top 25 matchup right there. And Oklahoma's 11.
Yeah,
you're coming out like you're number 4 in the country. That's $41 to get in the Bama game. That one actually kind of surprised me of this whole deal. All right, the next one is Wisconsin at Indiana. $105 will get you in to see the Badgers taking on Fernando Mendoza and gang. Then the fourth one, I'm sorry, Richard, Notre Dame at Pitt. You can get in that one for 115 smackaroos. And then
try to be different.
The third on the list, Florida at Ole Miss. $157 will get you a ticket into that game. And then, drum roll, please, the number 2. This is like at a pageant where you like first runner-up.
Yeah.
First runner-up.
First loser.
South Carolina at Texas A&M. $194 will get you in to Kyle Field. And then the most expensive ticket in the country, Week 12, college football. You guessed it, Alondra Tate. Ding, 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 ding. You win.
So I didn't want to cheat. That one is also on the screen.
Oh, come on.
But the Notre Dame game wasn't, so I was just going to gamble and pick the one I didn't see.
The Fighting Ark Mannings headed on the road to Georgia. $238 will get you into that game, which is actually one of the cheaper, most expensive prices of the week, of the year. I think the most expensive one was Oregon at Penn State in the whiteout early in the season. It was $411 per ticket to get in that one, and there's 110 seats. 110,000 seats in that stadium.
That made some money.
Yeah, I think we did the math. Like, if you were going based on that, I know this is all resale values and all that. It's not like the ticket value. I get it. But if you just did that math, it was like over $100 million just in ticket prices.
I still think that, I mean, you're kind of cheating. This game's kind of a lie. it's going to say $6, but by the time you pay the fees and all the other BS on there, it's like $500 a ticket.
That's right. Well, there you have it. That is, what's the ticket right there? The least expensive game in the country is North Carolina State at Miami, number 7, at $7, excuse me. And the most expensive, Texas at Georgia, $238 bills, dollar bills. All right, that'll wrap us up for this segment. We will come back and continue Off the Bench right here.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a brand new vehicle. Maybe it's a used vehicle. Maybe you want to set up a long-term lease. Maybe that financially makes more sense for you in your situation. Whatever it is, make sure you go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge and just check out their options. Go see the team over there. Go talk to all the managers. Go see what's available on their website. At their lot right there on Airline near Goodwood. And look, if you don't have time to get over there yourself, you can go to their website, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, and you can shop right there. You can shop their inventory. Everything that they got on the lot is right there on the website, so you can start that whole process. See all their makes and models, whether you got, if you're buying for yourself, if you're buying for a child, if you're buying for a wife, whatever it is, if you need a van, if you need a truck, if you want a sedan, whatever it is, make sure you go visit them today. Get in a Toyota, go test drive one, and see the Toyota difference. Go check them out today. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in Off the Bench. We're finishing up here, hour 3, finish up the show. What's up, Rivers?
What's up?
Oh, we got Rivers joining us.
Just a real rotating cast of characters here.
So Richard, of course, does a show with Hanny coming up here at 10, right here on 104.5 ESPN. So he had to book it.
Like he has like a real job or something?
Yeah, no, he's got a real job. He sells things, I guess. And I guess he's got to go talk like real sports with Hanny for a little bit.
I don't believe that.
I guess not a ton of like just crazy real sports being talked here today, but I mean,
well, if you're hoping for it to happen now,
yeah, bring it on.
I have some really bad news for you.
I know. So I know you were just listening, but we had the what's the ticket, and I just saw someone in the chat here. Where are we gonna find it? Nelson in the chat said the cheapest ticket for LSU women's basketball versus Tulane is $84, which is 12 times more expensive than the tickets to get into a Miami football game this week.
That's incredible.
How incredible is that? Good for us. Good for you.
I mean,
good for you, LSU women's basketball.
Good for you, LSU women's basketball.
Keep being you. Keep doing your thing.
Kim Mulkey is she is back in action. I saw her sweater. She's back into her crazy outfits.
I love the what's the fun Mike's name? I forget. The old Mike logo with the hat on. I can't remember what his name is, but she had that on her, her shirt.
I'm probably not the one to ask.
Come on. Well, yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, I know.
What's Mississippi State's?
We have Walking Bully. Thank you.
So you've been to Mississippi State a couple times this year, right?
I have. Yeah. I was there. I was there last weekend for the Georgia game, which, was really something.
It was something.
It was something for about 7 minutes. Where Mississippi State led us to believe they might show up. They do that every time.
Yeah.
And then I took my kids to the game, so they've gotten to the age where I feel like I'm comfortable about taking them to the games. But I feel like kids are so spoiled now. I take my kids to the game. They want snacks. They're like, where's my tablet? Which I don't bring, but like they're still asking for it. I can remember so many times growing up where my dad took me to football games. I didn't have a tablet. I was not allowed to leave. Like I had to sit there and just be there, you know? Well, anyways, so I take my kids back to the tailgate, I guess around the end of the first quarter. And from the time I left the stadium to the time I made it back to the tailgate, everything had just fallen apart.
Everything, yeah.
Everything.
But like you get, as a parent, like you get judged a lot, I feel like, by an older generation at restaurants or at things, like when you have iPads.
Yes.
But like, I remember, like, our parents would give us their generations of
like
iPad. Whatever
it was,
That's where do you think crayon menus came from at a restaurant? To distract.
Exactly.
Like, if our parents had access to an iPad.
I just want to drink my margarita in peace,
If they had access to iPads, you don't think Ruth and Alvin Flynn were giving me an iPad if I was like misbehaving?
I know. I try to think about it. I mean, I definitely feel like my parents would have, but they didn't. I mean, gosh, I'd tell this story. I went to, I was at the Snow Bowl, which was the Independence Bowl, Mississippi State, Texas, A&M. I guess I was going into 8th grade. I don't know. It was like my 8th grade year. But I was so mad about it. My dad makes me go to this bowl game in Shreveport, Louisiana, and it's New Year's Eve. All my friends are doing something fun, so I have to go to this game. And I just remember him sitting me down before we left for the game because it was cold, and him being like, I don't care what you have to do. Layer it up. Put whatever on you need to. We are not leaving this game. You are there. And you know what? We did not leave that game, which was cool now in retrospect because we won. But there were times during that game where I was like, I hate this. This is awful.
Tough it out.
Tough it out. Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry about your just, this is what we do.
Well, I'm not as tough as my dad because my kids started complaining and I was like, well, we're going to leave now. We're going to leave now.
I know. Well, it's all right. It's just every parent goes through it. There's no handbook for that. We got to figure it out. You got to toughen up your kids as much as they, as you feel they can be toughened up.
I will say I'm pretty proud of me and my husband. We don't give my kids the tablet a lot unless they know that, like, we don't have a lot of family traditions, but one of my only family traditions is that we go to Superior every Friday night.
Oh, there you go.
And they know they get the tablet at Superior.
There you go. So I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Hey, we limit it. It's like a reward system in our situation.
Yeah.
So it's not, they're all, like, because of that, sometimes the access they have to information, well, of course, you got to be careful with.
Yeah.
Like, our kids are way smarter than, like,
you got to be real careful with YouTube,
Oh, even YouTube, yeah. Unless you're watching off the bench and smashing that like button.
Unless you are watching off the bench. Well, okay, so I was in Starkville. I went to the Georgia game. But before that, the night before, I went to something very interesting that I think I'm so confused as to why LSU has not done this. But it was I went to an alumni baseball game, a Mississippi State game. And so they brought Rafael Palmeiro and Will Clark back. And it was the Diamond Dog Classic. And so they both coached teams. They drafted their teams of all former Mississippi State baseball players, some who obviously like went on to play in the professional league. Yeah. Some of them didn't. It was a good mix of both, but they went out there, and you were asking, you're like, was this like a softball game? No, it was straight up They played baseball. They aired it on the SEC Network Plus. Every single dollar that was brought in from the Diamond Dog Classic went to the Bulldog Initiative, which is the NIL thing for Mississippi State.
That's cool.
And they auctioned off experiences and like batting practice before SEC games or a suite or signed jerseys. But anyways, all that money went to the NIL, like the collective. And I just wonder why LSU is not looking into doing something like that.
It seems like a pretty no-brainer, right?
Especially for baseball.
Especially if somebody's already got the blueprint for it.
Yeah. Do you think at this point in your life, as a former professional athlete and football player at LSU, that you could go back on that field and just perform?
Oh, yeah.
You think?
Tackle football would be a hard situation.
It's a little different than baseball.
But Jake and I have told the story a couple weeks ago. We played a flag football game where we had to run full speed because
there was couldn't walk up the stairs the next day.
Yeah, but we did it.
We did.
But there was a grown human man chasing us, and we haven't been chased by like a grown human in a while.
That's true. These baseball players were not getting tackled.
Yeah,
so but they were, some of these pitchers, I know one of the pitchers, was older than me. Yep. Or some of them might have. I know that I ran into a former pitcher before we went to the game, and I was asking him, I was like, wait, so you're not doing it? And he's like, no, you can't. You're not getting me out there. He was like, but I did offer to do batting practice with some of, the guys that are my age, like hitting, see if they wanted to like go out there. But man, I just don't know that like my body would perform.
We gave that up.
And you know what though? To their credit, to all of these players, and again, the ages ranged from mid 40s to like mid 20s, and it's like these guys who haven't played in 20 years pitching to Jake Mangum, who is fresh. He's fresh in the professional leagues. So I was very impressed.
That's cool. It seems like a really like a no-brainer idea. Like give your fan base an opportunity to go have fun and raise.
There were over 10,000 people at this game. Imagine if LSU did that.
Right.
So if you're listening, LSU.
You're like usually you raise money in those type of situations for like a charitable cause, whatever. Yeah. But like, can you imagine a fan base raising money to help buy players?
Yes.
Right. That's pretty wild. We're living in that world, but here we are.
Here we are.
In the year of our Lord,
we should do it with the football team, too. We should get you out there.
Look, I've screwed kind of this whole flow up. We were supposed to do Pontoon Parlay, and we're going to do it next time. We're going to close the show out with that.
We love that.
So we got a little carried away in the Mississippi State fundraising baseball game, which is awesome because they got Will Clark, Rafael Palma, all those guys. But this is our show. We're killing it. Jake left us.
You're killing it. I would before we go to break here, I would like to give you some credit. You were a little flustered when you showed up this morning.
A little nervous.
You were a little frantic.
Don't know what we're going to talk about.
I'm so impressed. You did great.
Look,
you are thriving.
The whole gang has stepped up. Taylor's showing up here.
Alondra's back there with 4 hands running 2 systems.
Alondra has killed it to working 2 systems back there, video and that. Everybody stepped up. Ribs, you stepped up. Richard came in out of the blue. I sent him an SOS. So everybody came in. So big shout out to the whole team here.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, certainly, and I think we all appreciate it. Jake appreciate it. So everybody today has been a part of the Foxhole and stepped up, next man up situations. But all right. So we're going to come back in our last segment here of the day. We are going to get in, make you some money on a Pontoon Parlay right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to GoTommys.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, Siding. Rivers, I need you to yell. Go Tommy's. Or Yo Tommy.
Yo Tommy.
A little louder.
Yo Tommy.
Yo Tommy.
I'm like, oh God. I don't know what I'm doing.
If you got a project going, Tommy's Doors, Windows, Doors, Siding, they are the best. You'll clearly see the difference when you work with Tommy and his entire team. So if you want to work with the best, make sure you go to their website, GoTommys.com. You will clearly see that they are the best because, I don't know about you, I like to work with champions. And these guys are hanging awards, stacking the banners every single year from 2016. Angie's Super Service Award winning. So if you got a project, look, I know you're going to call, you're going to get some contractors out there, give you pricing. Make sure you do yourself a favor. Make sure that Tommy's is one of those companies that you just talk to your project, get a pricing for them, talk to them about the whole job, how they're going to operate, how they're going to work with you and your family. You're going to see the difference right there. The best windows in the state right there. Go to GoTommys.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in Off the Bench right here, closing out the show. But first, I want to tell you about Supreme Rice. When it comes to cooking in Louisiana, we don't do average. We do supreme because Supreme Rice has been grown, milled, packaged right here in South Louisiana since 1936. That means when you grab a bag of Supreme Rice, you're not just getting quality. You're supporting Louisiana farmers, Louisiana families, and Louisiana flavor. Whether you're cooking up jambalaya for the tailgate, red beans on Monday, or family feast on Sunday, Supreme Rice always cooks it up light, fluffy, and full of that homegrown taste we all know. Rivers, what's your favorite type of rice? I'm a medium grain guy.
Okay. I like jasmine. Y'all say I really like jasmine.
You like jasmine? That's your go-to?
I do. I like it, yeah.
Medium grain. Oof, it's the best.
Just medium grain, huh?
That's it, medium grain.
It's so specific.
It's the most underrated of all the grains.
This is what I'll tell you about me. One thing about me is I'm going to eat rice. It doesn't matter what kind of rice. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what jasmine, whatever. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to to eat all rice.
Yeah.
Really quick, just a little pop quiz here because the last time I came to help set up, y'all talked about this. That song that was playing on the way in there. Do you know what that song was?
I'm trying to remember what it was.
One Headlight.
Okay.
Do you know who sings that?
No.
The Wallflowers.
The Wallflowers. Oh,
do you know who the lead singer is?
No, I don't remember this.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Nobody does.
It was Jacob Dylan.
Jacob Dylan. Oh, yeah, Bob's son.
Bob's son.
That's right. That's on me. That's still super obscure knowledge.
It's just not.
I just don't believe that.
It's just not.
All right. Okay. We have to get to this Pontoon Parlay because people got to pay their bills next week. All right, so what we're going to do with Pontoon Parlay, we'll see if we have time for the party barge. If not, if we don't have time, we'll release it on the social media. We'll tell everybody what it is. But, all right, let's kick it back to studio for our picks for the Pontoon Parlay.
All right, so my pick for the parlay this week, I'm looking at TCU versus BYU. BYU, the 4.5-point favorite there. Now, TCU is 5-5 against the spread, so about a 50% chance for them to get it or not. But I think I'm going to go with TCU to cover versus BYU, my plus 4.5.
Pitt Panthers are playing really good football right now. They've won 5 in a row, 7-2. College game days there. Are they going to beat Notre Dame? Probably not, but they are 12.5-point home underdogs. I'm going to take Pitt to cover the 12.5 at home against Notre Dame.
I like that pick. I was looking at that one too.
God, Taylor, that was going to be mine. Hey, Rivs, you want to jump in on this?
I don't have any bets. I didn't know that this was going to be a thing today.
All right.
Mississippi State is 6.5 versus Mizzou.
Stop it. Stop, Lalandra. Stop. Every time.
Every time. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to Miami, the $7 ticket. North Carolina State traveling to play Miami. Miami started out hot, one of the best teams in the country. Oh, is Carson Beck going to be? That Mouth Breather, is he going to be in the Heisman race? No, I don't think so. 14.5-point spread here. I'm going to take North Carolina State, sitting at 5-4. Okay, I get it, not great. But there's not going to be much juice in that stadium. I'm going to take North Carolina State plus 4.5. I'm sorry, 14.5, excuse me, versus Miami.
I'm sure if Jake stops throwing up for long enough, he'll send y'all something. You'll get that fourth one in. You'll get that fourth one in.
Yeah, it's all right. So right now it's going to be a 3-man pontoon parlay. Actually, Alondra, you've been the hottest this year on this. You want to go for 2?
Yeah, she is.
Man, let me look real quick. I have like 30 seconds. Hang on. I'm not going to do the Mississippi State one. River, y'all can't hear her, but Rivers is like, I swear if you play Mississippi State, okay. I mean, 6.5 is... Okay, Texas at Georgia. Georgia's a 6.5-point favorite, but the points is 49.5. I kind of am looking at the over on that one. So over in Georgia versus Texas. Yeah, over 49.5.
Points. All right, so to recap, TCU against BYU, plus 4.5 for TCU. Pitt versus Notre Dame, plus 12.5 for Pitt. North Carolina State, plus 14.5 at Miami. And then the over 49.5, Texas versus Georgia. We love you guys. Off the bench. Check us out. Go Tigers.
Off the bench